So devastating news for fans of Friday the 13th the game, with the news coming out over the last week or so that the game will no longer be receiving any new content updates. Now Unported and Gun Media have said that they will continue to support the game with bug fixes, patches and dedicated servers, which they promised on in the past, but we won't see any new content. So this includes the Grendel map, the whole Jason X update with Uber Jason, and everything else they had planned down the road. Now this is due to a lawsuit that's been going on for quite some time involving the entire Friday the 13th franchise, and originally it was thought that this wouldn't include the video game, but now that's obviously changed and the video game has been included, so now they can't release any new content. This lawsuit obviously has an effect on the movie side of things as well, which means we won't see any new movies in the Friday the 13th franchise be either released or even put into production until this lawsuit is resolved. Now this is particularly disappointing because we just saw the recent trailer for the new Halloween film. Should that film be successful, it could start a resurgence for these types of horror films, and open the doorway for franchises like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th to come back to the big screen. So what does this mean for the long-term future of Friday the 13th the game? Well, it's not great. Reading the article on the game's website, it seems to imply that this is the end of new content forever. Which was a bit of a surprise to me because when I first heard of this I thought they were putting new content maybe on hold or just delaying it until this lawsuit is over, but I guess maybe this lawsuit could go on for quite some time, so they've officially said that this is the end of the content forever. And while we said before that Gun Media and Unported will continue to support this game with new patches, bug fixes and dedicated servers, the lack of new content will really hamper the game in the future. With no new content and DLC being added to the game, it's only understandable that the player base will dwindle down over time. Sure, the die-hard fans will stick around, but the more casual fans will start to fall off as new games take their interest. And the longer this continues and the smaller and smaller the player base gets for this game, you'd have to imagine that it'd get to a point where Gun and Unported just can't justify working on the game anymore and will have to move on to a new project. The sad thing about this is that the people who are really going to suffer from this lawsuit is the fans of the franchise. Those people who would love to see new movies on the big screen. Those people who love playing this game and were excited about the new content. The people at Gun and Unported who are die-hard fans of this game and worked tirelessly to make this great game. And no doubt who had this content plan that they were really excited about bringing to fans in the future. That's all been taken away from them now. And I guess the only thing we can hope is that this lawsuit is resolved sooner rather than later, with little damage being done. The one positive is that at least this ban dropped after we got the recent update with the new single player challenges and the new engine and all this kind of stuff. That would have been a real shame had that not seen the light of day, so at least we got that. Make no mistake, this lawsuit will probably be the thing that kills this game. And that's a damn shame for the people who worked so long and so tirelessly on this game and poured their heart and soul into making it happen. And the fans who love the game. Remember that the game still is playable and it will continue to receive support for the foreseeable future, including dedicated servers, which was a much demanded feature. So remember to check it out and go play it from time to time. If you want more details about the lawsuit that's holding everything up at the moment, make sure you go read about it online. It's a very complex lawsuit and no doubt I'd explain it to you pretty terribly, so make sure you go read about it online for yourself. Thanks for watching the video guys. Remember to leave your comments down below telling us what you think about this lawsuit and what you think about the effect it's going to have on the game in the long-term future. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we put up a new video on this channel. And check out our social medias, which should be down below. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification thing. What? Sure, the die-hard fans will stick around, but those people who would love to see new movies on the big screen. New. Thanks for watching the video guys. Remember, leave in the comment if you want to know more about the lawsuit and more details about it in detail. Obviously details are in detail.